This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. Today's news is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New service and repair. Call Gunny's 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25, your local news source from Pahrump to Las Vegas and throughout Southern Nevada. It is Tuesday, December 6th. I'm Unette Gentry. Deanna is out on assignment. Well, in our top story, a Las Vegas man is charged with stabbing and killing his elderly neighbor. He stabbed that man in the chest with a pin during an altercation. Investigators say 64-year-old Brandon Alexander had an ongoing dispute with the victim for nearly 2 years. Alexander was taken into custody on Friday after Robert Young died at an apartment complex on Boulder Highway near Desert Inn. Police say Alexander called 911 himself, claiming that his neighbor, quote, came at him while leaving his apartment. Alexander is currently being held without bail on an open murder charge. And in other area news, the Nye County Sheriff's Office arrests a Pahrump woman accused of smashing a lady's window after reportedly striking that victim with a shovel.
On December 4th of this year, Nye County Sheriff's Office report that they have arrested Sonia Virgil, who is now facing the alleged charges of battery with a deadly weapon and injured tamper with vehicle. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office declaration of arrest, deputies responded to a call for service in Pahrump regarding a citizen dispute. Upon arrival, deputies observed a vehicle with a smashed passenger window, and the victim advised officers that Sonia Virgil smashed her window and struck her with a shovel. Deputies observed fresh lacerations on the face and forearms of the victim. A witness advised officers that they have the suspect smashing the passenger windshield. Deputies then spoke to Virgil, who admitted to smashing the vehicle windshield with a shovel. Officers were provided footage of the physical altercation, and deputies observed the suspect striking the victim with a shovel in the head area. Virgil was taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Detention Center for the alleged charges.
In another area arrest, a local man is taken into custody for DUI above the legal limit, resisting a public officer, and endangering the public.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office are reporting that they have arrested an individual by the name of Jack Tater for 1 count of DUI, 1 count of resisting a public officer, and 1 count of endangering the public. According to the report, on December 3rd, deputies were dispatched to the area of Linda and Roadrunner in response to a male suspect who was allegedly intoxicated and driving an unregistered white Ford Escape. As the officer attempted to make a traffic stop, he allegedly accelerated and continued driving southbound on Linda. As a civilian was checking her mail, the suspect sped through her vehicle and the officer's car, narrowly avoiding them. According to deputies, Jack continued at a high rate of speed westbound on Roadrunner. Driving extremely aggressive, Jack almost collided head-on with an assisting deputy at 90 miles per hour. Tater eventually stopped his vehicle at the intersection of Roadrunner and Highway 160. According to the report, Jack exited the vehicle and attempted to walk away. The officer gave Jack multiple commands to get on the ground, which Jack did not follow. The deputy said Jack smelled like alcohol, and he began to comply and got on the ground. While attempting to place him in handcuffs, Jack grabbed the handcuffs multiple times. The officer warned Jack that he would tase him if he did not stop. Tater reportedly refused to stop, and the officer tased him and placed him into the vehicle.
Well, it is a gala celebration. The Pahrump Arts Council is holding its 30th year anniversary gala this year. Oliver Jones is inviting the community and local artists to come join next Saturday, December 17th from 5 until 8 p.m. at the Pahrump Arts Council office for a networking event, and you can come out and meet other artists. Now, this is a free event, but donations are appreciated.
The Pahrump Arts Council was founded in 1993, and this year is going to be our 30th year anniversary. We give artists in town opportunities. We create events for artists, and we're trying to connect all the artists in Pahrump and make a stronger arts community here. We have memberships. It is $60 for the year. or you can get on our Patreon, and it's $5 a month. So buy us a cup of coffee. December 17th at 5 p.m., 5 to 8. And it's going to be at the Pahrump Arts Council office, 301 Oxbow Avenue, Pahrump, Nevada, 89048, Unit 14. You can dress business casual. Bring your cards. It's going to be an opportunity for you to network with other artists in town. I want artists there. People who want to get connected with other artists in town is what it's for. Well, I'm going to have a little bit of entertainment. We have a local band playing, some stand-up comedy, and Terry Rogers going to be dancing. She does a square dancing.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to News 25. And if you ever miss any of our newscasts, you can always tune in on local BTV. News 25 will be right back.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Lisa Spahitz and Mike Plasmeyer at Country Financial Insurance. Auto, home, life, and commercial. 775-727-8920.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, in a heartwarming story, a diabetic young man in need of a furry friend gets an early Christmas gift of faith from Paws.
Yeah, we were so touched by Aiden's story, how sick he had been, and him wanting to earn his dog, and that we decided that he deserved a dog for Christmas. And there was such a connection between him and Faith, we knew that they were the best place for her. This is a great dog. She loves kids, and she's had a hard life, so this is the best outcome for her. And we're really pleased we could do it for him.
Faith, and I just got her. And she's 5? And she's 5, and she's a great dog. Thank you very much.
So we went to Paws, and we got to meet her and another one, but she came right up to him in his arm. He's a type 1 diabetic, and he's been through a lot. And we had to go to Vegas, and all the way to Vegas and back, he was like, "What can we do to get her?" And I'm like, "Well, let me reach out to her." And he goes, "Her name is Faith." He goes, "We should take a shot." And I saw her through the fence, like she's just stared at me before I even got to meet her. So, yeah, it's like we kind of knew. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for everything, really. So, Merry Christmas.
They can go to our store at 7121 Homestead Road, or they can call us at 775-430-5051.
Well, here's a foodie news alert. A grand opening held today for a brand new local restaurant that's talking all about delicious taters.
Cut that ribbon!
We opened up at 11 o'clock today. We got through our soft opening last week, got our stuff together, got our staff trained up, got the full menu going, and now we are operating from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. during the week, and Friday, Saturday, we're going 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., so we're back full swing. You can put online orders in at www.mrtater.com. Be on the lookout pretty soon for some delivery. We're trying to get that in the works right now, trying to make everything finally come together, and I think we're almost there. We had the Pahrump chamber out here with us, and it was just a beautiful turnout, a lot of beautiful people. It's awesome to see the support, and it means a lot to us. We did the first 3 people in line got $100 gift cards, and then the first 25 people in line got t-shirts and bottles of hot sauce. So yeah, we give a little stuff away, and now we're also raffling off this month for the rest of the month. If you make a purchase at Mr. Tater, you get a raffle ticket. With that raffle ticket, at the beginning of January, we're going to pull free taters for the year for one person. So that'll be one tater. It'll be 52 free taters, one per week. So that's something that you incentivize some people to come in, give us a shot. The soft opening was awesome. You guys came out and gave us some spotlight, and we had an amazing turnout. People were super excited. We sold out a day, which is a good problem to have during the soft opening, but most importantly, we got our staff trained, which is nice for me to be able to stand right here while there's food coming out, which is awesome. That's how great a staff we've got going now. We're fully staffed now, but we're accepting applications as always. The restaurant business is it's always changing, and the hours expanded about 30% with us with the grand opening. So we're definitely going to be taking applications. They can always email info@mrtater.com with their resume. By far has been the pulled pork, the Philly. The Philly is my favorite personally because we took a whole slice of primal of ribeye and we slice it down ourselves. Carne asada has been popular. I think I said the pulled pork and the mammal fries. We don't do daily specials yet. We're going to get the menu going, and then we will start doing a monthly special. I just want to get everyone trained first on what's going on, and then we'll start having a little bit of fun. And that's kind of where I get the kitchen guys to get creative, the guys back there, and let them have a little fun and create some stuff, which will be coming out January. Delivery will be starting in about a month. We'll probably wait to the beginning of the year. We want to do that right, and that's I think going to be a pretty big demand here. So stay tuned, and we'll let everyone know when we're going to launch that, but around the beginning of the year. We are located in Goldtown Casino at 771 South Frontage Road, and that's in Pahrump here, 89048.
As we head to break, here's a word from Humana as open enrollment soon ends.
This section of the news is brought to you by Humana.
Today we're going to talk with Kevin Green, the director from Humana, about what to look for when choosing a Medicare insurance company. Kevin Green, welcome to the show.
Hey Vern, pleasure to be here.
Choosing the right Medicare plan is important so beneficiaries can get the health care they need. But why should they consider the Medicare insurance companies too?
Well, that's a great question, Vern. Your insurance company can support your health and wellness along with your plan. So at Humana, we strive to find solutions where available that make health and well-being simple and personal. So it's what we call human care.
Does Humana have formal programs to help members, and are these services on a case-by-case basis?
Yeah, it's actually both. So we empower our associates to help on the individual level, but I also want to tell you about some of our favorite formal programs. So the first is our Humana Neighborhood Centers. And at our neighborhood centers, we have in-person and virtual programs, health education, we have member services, and there are brick and mortar locations, but they're also available online. Members can connect with their peers, there's social and health activities, and they can get one-on-one support they need with their plan and their health. Another program is called Go365. It's Humana's member rewards program, and it's available on many plans. Members can earn more than $200 or more in redeemable gift cards at major retailers for completing eligible activities, which would be health screenings. They could volunteer or even participate in athletic events. Finally, we know that a big part of maintaining your health is eating a nutritious diet, right? So that's why we have monthly grocery allowances for eligible members on many of our dual eligible special needs plans. And with grocery prices rising, the benefit helps members stretch their budgets further so they can stay full and healthy all month long.
I had no idea that Humana was so involved. Where can the audience learn more about Humana?
Well, I appreciate that, Vern. So the first place to start is medicareagent.humana.com. And there you can review all of our plans that are available in their area. If you're in Las Vegas, you'll dial 702-837-4462. And if you're in Pahrump, 775-910-6010. We'll have a licensed representative available to speak with you.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, in today's health news, a new Cleveland Clinic study looks at whether those who contract COVID-19 are at higher risks for developing type 2 diabetes.
What we found was that we were identifying more cases of type 2 diabetes, but we don't think it was related specifically to COVID-19. Rather, it was that COVID-19 resulted in them being seen by the healthcare system for us to pick up an undiagnosed condition.
Dr. Kevin Pantalone was one of the lead authors on the study. He says previous reports claimed COVID-19 could potentially cause type 2 diabetes due to a sudden spike in blood sugar. However, their research found a different explanation for why some with COVID were being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. He says what's likely happening is they already had the condition, but just did not know it until they sought out treatment for the virus. Data shows there are 37 million people in the United States with diabetes, largely type 2, and about 9 million are undiagnosed.
And so it's very important for people to make sure they're following up with their healthcare providers for the routine screening tests that are recommended to pick up the disease.
Health experts recommend screening for prediabetes and type 2 diabetes in adults who are overweight or obese between the ages of 35 and 70. Well, when we think of the rising interest rates, we mostly think about how it affects purchasing new homes. But rising interest rates also affect financing home projects. In today's Ask Angie segment, we're giving you top tips for financing home projects without worrying about those high interest rates.
The current high interest rates can make financing home projects seem tricky, but it doesn't have to be so complicated. Misa Fetcher, chief economist and home expert at Angie, is here to walk us through how to finance home projects during times of high interest rates.
Lifestyles have changed a lot over the last couple of years, and your home may not suit your lifestyle needs anymore. However, instead of moving and getting a new house, you might want to consider staying in place and remodeling, because staying in place and remodeling means you can hold on to your current mortgage and low interest rate on that mortgage instead of moving to a more expensive house at a higher mortgage rate. So that can really be a better deal right now.
If you have the necessary funds, you can avoid any additional interest payments from a remodel by paying in full. If you need to finance your project, you can choose between a personal loan, home loans, credit cards, or cash-out finances. Do as much research as possible before deciding on how to finance your project.
Even with high interest rates, there are ways that you can take advantage of the current macro environment. First, make sure you're really shopping around for materials. Some of the price inflation we've seen over the last 2 years has really started to come down over the last few months, so make sure you're shopping around. The other thing is make sure that you're really being cognizant of the different trade-offs of the various loan products that you're getting and avoid products with high interest rates to potentially avoid those high payments as interest rates are expected to rise even further.
Try to plan ahead as much as possible. This will ensure that you get a great pro and will give you time to come up with a budget and timeline that works for you. Planning your home project in advance gives you more interest rate options, so you have more flexibility time when it comes to paying your project.
Home equity is the amount of value that you have in your home after you subtract the amount that you still owe on your mortgage. Right now, a lot of households, millions of people, potentially even you, have $50,000 to $100,000 or more of new additional home equity that didn't exist before the pandemic. This can be a very cost-effective way to tap into relatively low-cost ways of financing a remodel project. If you use something like a home equity line of credit or some other products that tap into that, you can get financing for your project at a much lower rate than with credit cards. Do be careful though, because with these products, you do run the risk of losing your home if you can't make the payment. Just like a mortgage, it's tied to your home. And so you want to be very careful and comfortable with those trade-offs.
Do you have any questions about your home projects? Tweet us using hashtag AskingAngie. That's hashtag AskingAngie, and you may get some tips in an upcoming segment.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Here's a live look outside at our beautiful December day. Sunrises, sunsets, and your temperatures after the break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Lovely to see you on a Tuesday night. And look at this weather map fraught with peril. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City, all checking in the mid-40s. They've also got a snow advisory coming this weekend. Oh, snow in the air, snow on the ground. It's going to get dicey and tricky. And if you're heading north, be thinking about that as you head north for the weekend. Tonopah, 39 degrees is the cool spot. 41 out there in Goldfield, 55 in Beatty. And you've got a snow warning, especially at the higher elevations. They're saying like 2 inches above 4,000 feet is possible. 5,000, maybe you get like 5 inches. Could be snowy up there in Beatty. Watch out. 57 in Amargosa is the hot spot. 57. 56 out in Las Vegas and 66 in Death Valley. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look. Current temperature is 49 degrees. So we saw as much as 55 a little bit earlier. Winds kindly out of the south-southeast to 5 miles per hour. Had humidity with us all day long, kind of bringing the chill to an edge at 44%. The sun rose this morning at 6:40. Set this evening, 428, how we miss it. And look at that humidity creeping up as we head on into the night. 63% right now, heading for a low to 34. It seems like the kind of weather we'd get like clouds, rain, something. No, sunshine. Sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures in the mid-50s until the weekend. Looks like shooting all the way up to 58 on Saturday. Some wind heralds the arrival of rain on Sunday with 58% chance of rain coming down at us. It's 21% on Monday. Tuesday, it's actually forecasted about 15%. So it could be a rainy spell for the next few days. Temperatures dropping down about 5 degrees over the next 7 days. We end up at like 49. Well, enjoy it while you can. All right, back to the desk. Here's the lovely Unette Gentry.
Thanks so much, John. And a bit of sad news tonight. Cheers to American actress, TV and movie icon Kirstie Alley, who died Monday after a brief battle with colon cancer. Alley is best known for her roles on the popular TV show Cheers and in the movie series Look Who's Talking. Alley was 71 years old. Rest in peace. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for watching us live and also catch us on local BTV. Good night.